Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Dre'Jon Williams back again with another video. Hopefully, everyone's been doing good. Yeah, I do apologize for the little hiatus there at the beginning of the year, but we are back. We're going to be back recording some videos for you guys. Hopefully, everyone's had a great new year, had a great January and February and March as well. Hopefully, man, had a great spring break. If you're having spring break now, enjoying it, man. So the clips was today as well. Yeah, whatever day you're watching the video. So yeah, I got to see that, man. Anyways, we're back at the 8-track route series with TRC. Actually, see, we're in a short review. I know this is supposed to be the test run, but I do want to just recap a few things that we have done since last episode, which was done back in December. So, as you can see, that everything is done, everything is ready to go. Our traffic lights are up and running. Remember, episode 1, episode 2, actually, we picked the traffic lights. Episode 3, did the controller and everything else. And of course, episode 4, 5, and 6, we did all this. Also, episode 7 was picking out our trains, which our trains are going to be right here. They're taking a little time to spawn in. I don't know why they did this, but as you can see, all of our trains that we have for this route is all set, ready to go. Of course, we have our CS deck, we have UP, we have Norfolk Southern, we have BNSF, we have Ferromax, we have Kansas City Southern, Florida East Coast, and we have SP Southern Pacific. We have nice a lot of trains all set, ready to go. I believe I have drivers for everybody. I don't know if we set up the rules for them or not. Let's see. Let's check that out. Let's check that out real quick. And let's see. We picked out the rules for them. All right. So here we are in the driver setup here. Let's check and see. Oh, I see. I have not set up any rules for them yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set them all to auto. So as soon as the route starts, actually no. You know what? I'm probably going to do it a different way. I usually do this on the 6-track route. This is the 20-track route that we had before we lost it. That route might be coming back in the future, so stay tuned for that. I think what I'm going to do is like I do all the time with my trains. I just take one train at a time. We take them through. We test one train at a time. So we're going to test one train on one track, next train on the next track, so on and so forth, until it's ready for the full run, which will be the last episode of this series, man. 8-track route series. We started this 3 years ago, almost 4 years ago, and I can't believe that we're finally getting a chance to finish it. I'm finally getting a chance to finish this route, and I'm very, very excited to see how it all comes out, how it all plays, and that way we can see what we need to do next, and we can see what we can do next. So let's go ahead and click out of this. Let's click out of this. And I think we are set and ready to go. So what I'm going to do is we're going to get set up and we're going to get ready to go. Alrighty, and here we are back now we're actually in the driver. So this is our first test run of the route. We're going to go ahead and start with the first train on the first track. And then of course, I'm going to use this thing on the left hand side here. And we're going to run the rest of the trains on the tracks. Yes, I know people are probably going to be disappointed because I'm not going to be able to honk the horns through all the crossings. I might be adding automatic horn, the automatic horn thing that you can put on here. There's a trackside object you can put in trains. Might be doing that next. So either do that or I just go train by train, which is honk through the horns like we do. But we're gonna start off with this CSX train that's on track number 1. of course, we have 8 tracks, so we're going to be testing all 8 tracks out. Track clearing screen is in. We have everything in. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this train going. And I do want to apologize if it gets a little too loud, but of course we are testing trains. I did turn down my volume a little bit, so it does not pick up to the mic too much. Um, and let's see what this does. I'm kind of excited and scared and see what happens. I think the TRC crossings might go off first. I think that's might be our first thing that will go off. Except for this will be all ATLS that'll start off. Um, it'll be ATLS that'll start off first. So the ATLS will be the first ones to go, and then of course the rest of the crossings are all TRC. So we're gonna go ahead and test out the ATLS crossings to make sure they work. On track 1, track 8 should also work. The only thing that should not flash is the backlight. So once I get this train up to speed, it's just taking its time because, of course, it's freight trains. They take their sweet time get up to speed, especially with the load. So we're just wait for this train to come on through. But yeah, I hope you all had a great Monday or whatever you guys are watching this. I do appreciate all you guys for being here. We're still pushing for 3K. Like I said, I took about a 3-month break. I took a 3-month break. I didn't mean to take the 3-month break, but you know, it is what it is. Things come up. Yeah, there's some other things that just, other things that just happens in life. Things just like, oh, you gotta slow down. You gotta take a break. Gotta do this and do that. Stuff like that. But we're gonna be back in it, man. I'm gonna start a new series as well. Very soon. I'm gonna be starting a new series. It's gonna be for I'm working on a new route for this trains. I'm still working in this old trains, the last hurrah before Aaron decides to uh before the trains developers decide to discontinue it from using support. Of course, I'll still have videos to record on this and stuff like that. I'm gonna try to work on many crossings as I can. All right, here we go. So let's see. Okay, so I see already a few problems here, and this is why we do testing. This is why we do testing, guys. I already see a few problems here. Alright, so as you can see, our backlight here is not flashing. Let me go ahead and pop the screen through. I love that horn. Alright, so I already see a few problems here. And if you guys can see, the problems that I'm seeing. We have lights going off, but our gates are not working. The gates are not working. The lights are flashing here. The bells are ringing here. Okay, here's our next little problem that we find. These lights are flashing. These lights are not supposed to flash. Over here, all these lights are flashing. This gate is down. These lights are flashing. We'll look on the other side. Let's wait for the train to finish passing. I'm going to stop it. If you can see there, our lights are not flashing. Over here, our lights are flashing. And the lights are flashing on the other side. So, what that means is I will have to go back and serve your. Let me wait for the bells. Sorry, they're loud. Alright. So, what that means is I will have to go back in here and serve your, and we will need to go ahead and figure out why our lights are not working. So, we have these pair of lights not working. I don't know about the stoppers. I didn't see any cars pop up at them. Of course, I have settings set a little weird, so probably won't be able to see vehicles pop up due to the fact that my settings are different. But yes. So these lights were not flashing. Everything else with this crossing was working as intended, which is good. So that means I don't need to fix none of this. Only thing I would need to fix are these backlights. All right. So all these lights on this side were flashing, which is perfect. That's what we want. That's perfect. Awesome. Exactly what we want. So here's the next problem we have. Over here on this side of the crossing, as you can see, this gate was not down. These lights were flashing. All right, here's was the other problem. these lights were not flashing, these lights were flashing. So these lights on this side were flashing, as they should. They're supposed to flash on this side. Um, these lights were not flashing. This gate was not on. The crossing was not activated. I wonder if I maybe tied it up with the wrong crossing or the slave's not set up correctly. So these lights are not flashing. These lights are flashing. So to fix that, we just need to delete the slaves and redo everything again, which we're gonna do here in just a minute. But yes. So for the first official test run for this for this track, at least track one here, this track one, um, everything is working as intended. This side is working. Everything's working. Only thing that's not working are these backlights, which is easy. That's an easy fix. You know, I can. That's a simple, easy fix. I can fix that in no time. But then the only thing we have to do on the other side, we had to do some reconstruction. So, yeah, buckle up, guys. This might be an hour video, depending on how long I can get all this stuff done. But once we fix that, then we'll test it again, and then we'll go from there. So, let's go ahead and head back into Server, and let's fix all our problems. Okay, we are back in the Server. All right, so let's go ahead and let's fix our problem. So, like I said before, when we was in driver, what we saw is these lights, this crossing gate was working. I think the stoppers are working. I think the stoppers are fine. I don't know exactly if they're all working, but as far as I know, they're all working. This side will remain untouched. I believe all of our lights were flashing on this side. I think it was just these backlights right here that was not flashing. Um, and guys, you can comment below if you can confirm that. I would really appreciate it. That way I know. But we can always test it again. We'll test it again here in just a minute. So at this time, let's go ahead and go in here. Let's go ahead and move the lights off the crossing itself. So go ahead, in, and let's move these lights out of the way. All right. So, so glad. All right. So, um, I don't know what these lights are connected to. It looks like it's connected to a slave. Let me delete. It looks like the slave eraser delete itself. So why? All right. Yeah. So the slave eraser, the track eraser disappearing a bit. Why it's doing that? But anywho, um, let me see what slave it that is. Let's see what slave that is working for this. So, to figure that out, we will come here. We'll go to edit properties and we'll check. All right, so this slave is set to number 2. Number 2, if you guys remember, number 2 is our ATLS backlights. As you can see, oh, I'm sorry, it's actually our main controller. I forgot that the traffic lights are actually uh, our main controller. So come here, boom, there's channel. So yeah, the traffic lights are. So our main controller is number 2. So the main controller consists of these front lights right here, this crossing bell, these front lights, these lights right here. So on the main controller as well will be these lights right here, this crossing gate, and that's it. Of course, you got the lights and bell and stuff, all that stuff. Yeah, it all works together. So you have all of that on the main controller. Now this controller right here is our backlights, which is the backlights of this. So if you guys remember, our backlights will be consistent of these lights here, this crossing gate, which did work in driver when we saw it, when we tested. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. Actually, you guys can see that. Um, so we have our crossing gate here, our lights. These lights and this gate was working as it should, as intended, which was good. That's a good thing. Bells working, everything like that. Um, and it's supposed to be these backlights right here. Now, these backlights were not flashing. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and come here. I'm going to find channel 3. We see we have an available slave for channel 3. And we have channel 2 here. We have 2 here. We have 2 here. Okay? And then we have 3 more slaves over here, which I believe are going to be for the backlights and the Everything else, yes. All right, so let's go ahead and use the back of this slave. All right, sorry about that. Let's go ahead and use our slave eraser here, track eraser, and we're gonna go ahead and move this slave eraser all the way over here to where these lights are. All right, so now that's connected. Let's go ahead and put these lights back on as so. Of course, we're gonna just drag and then, of course, plug and play. That's kind of what I call it. We kind of do a plug and play here. Make sure those lights are there. Good. Good. Here, good. It looks good. Everything's connected. All right, perfect. All right, so let's go ahead and go to the other side. All right, so the other side here, which is I will say coming northbound, other side southbound. Ask what I would. Um, yeah, so we have northbound right here. Our northbound crossings not working at all. So in driver, if you remember correctly, our lights were not flashing. Our gate was not on or down. Okay. Then we come over here. These lights were flashing. These lights are not supposed to flash unless there's a train on track 8. There was no train on track 8. There was only a train on track 1, which is all ATLS. So what that means is we need to come here, move this out the way, and we need to delete the slave that it's connected to because obviously it's on the wrong slave. And we're going to do the same for the other ones here in just a moment. Now, we're also going to come over here because we're going to come here and say, thankfully, these lights were flashing. The gate with the crossing was activated. The bells were ringing, which is good. This is what you want. Um, these lights were flashing. That's what you want. All right. And we did not test this track yet, so we do not know if these lights are flashing or not. We will test it out in the next test run. Um, I just want to go ahead and stop real quick. I just want to fix this because I just said, I really want to make sure that everything is working properly. And this is why we do testing. This is why we do extensive testing. This is why I do videos on the testing because, of course, it's part of the series. You always got to make sure before you do a full run, which will be the next episode and the last episode of this A-Track route series. We want to make sure that everything is working properly. Make sure the gates are going down when it's supposed to. Make sure the timing is perfect. Um, now that would be probably be the only thing that I'm gonna have to look for. That might mean I might have to tweak the TRC crossings a little bit, which will mean, hello, of course, a little bit more work. But yeah, so this is why we do extensive testing. That's why I said I won't be surprised if this video ends up an hour, but try not to. Try to keep it about 30, 40 minutes. Try to finish up everything. And then whatever mistakes I need to fix, whatever things I need to tweak, we'll probably cover it in the next series. The last video, which is gonna be the full run of the video. So that way I can go back, show you guys what we have show you guys what have we done so far in this series in the crossings. So we're gonna be testing all the trains tonight. We're gonna be doing everything, and we're gonna take care of all of it tonight, while we can. Um, yeah, we're gonna go from there. So let's go ahead and find the right slop. The right slave. I think these are probably going to be the wrong slaves as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete them. I'm gonna go ahead and this. And I'm also going to go ahead and delete the lights that are supposed to be on this crossing. See on here. I don't see anything on here. I don't think it. I don't remember. Anyway, all right. So these lights are for the back track. So let's go ahead for track 8 on the back hand side of this crossing. Let's name controller main crossing. So let's go ahead and find. Sorry, wrong menu. Let's go ahead and find which one is which. Okay, so here's two, two, two. All right, so I need a slave that is available because we're going to use it for these two crossings right here. So we're going to have these lights right here that's going to connect. Okay, as you can see, I don't have another slave, which actually I do. I do have right here. And I'm going to try to see if we can. Nope, that takes to the junctions. We're going to do and we just gotta plug it. Basically, what I should do, basically, what should we do is let's take off these, take off these lights, these lights out the way, move these, okay. And then what I'm gonna do, let's grab this slave eraser right here. I'm gonna bring it around, and it brings that up. I don't know why it's digging these glitch. Let me get it. Oh, I see, I see, I see. They're already connected. That's why. All right, let me see what's connected. Because two should have worked. Why did it work? Almost two. That's interesting. Why did it work? Let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and delete again. All right, so let's go and delete that. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put these up. I'm gonna go ahead and as you're gonna see, I'm gonna go reconnect the lights. This maybe because I have the lights low. I don't know why, but at least that's let's go ahead and test it again. See what happens. Other lights work just fine. So go ahead and plug it. Don't like to be, don't like to be tacky. So let's go ahead put this put these lights on correctly. These empties. And let's go ahead and get oh go. There we go. Perfect. All right. And then for these lights, before we connect them, let's go ahead and grab the channel. I believe we're channel 4 or channel 5. Channel 4. So let's go ahead and grab a slave from the back end side of channel 4. And let's bring that slave, that track eraser, excuse me, track eraser to the lights right here. Let's make sure these lights are slave eraser to the track eraser. I think they are. Did that and wrapped it across. Um, I don't see what sleeve is. I think across. But due to the fact that I have to blur these lights just to make it sure it fit on this inch, this is like set. So I think that's probably what's messing up. But it's okay. They supposed to work like that, even when you have the height at a certain height. They're supposed to. Okay, so we are done with that. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and save. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit Control S. I'm gonna hit Enter. And all right, we fixed those changes. Let's go back into driver and let's test this again. Alrighty, we're back in driver. Let's go ahead and run the CSX train. Alright, so if you remember earlier, we just fixed lights. We just fixed our glitches, errors that we had in this. And now we're gonna go ahead and run this again and see if we have any more issues on the main controller, main tross, lights, stuff like that. Let's go ahead and run this train down. Go ahead. This train. Alright, so what is our focus, you might ask? So our focus is we're gonna focus on this crossing here. And since we're running the CSX train again for our test route, of course, we're going to test all the trains just to make sure that we get everything set up for it. So we're going to go ahead and test these lights here. This, of course, this gate should be going down as it should. We're going to be make sure these lights work as they should. I believe that all these lights work as they are supposed to. All right, and then over on this side, we need to make sure this gate goes down, these lights flash, and I believe when we tested the first time, these lights worked as they should, as intended, as intended. So let's go ahead and wait on the train to come down here, and let's see we can get these crossings work properly, and let's see we can get this going on down here. So all right, but we wait for the train to pick up its speed, and pick up his speed. Right now it's only going 19 an hour. It's trying to just get up to speed. It's supposed to go 40 through here. I think I can do 40. I think that probably the TRC might have an issue. Keep gates down before the train comes. But of course, we'll test it all out here tonight before I this video. I hope y'all enjoyed this so far, man. Hope y'all enjoy the content, man. If you do, I'll do me that one favor, man. Smash that like button. I would really appreciate it. Like I said, I'm trying to get back up there. Trying to get back into the partner program. All right, so I do hear the train. Let's go ahead and zoom out so we can pay attention to our lights here. Our focus is going to be this crossing, this crossing, this crossing, these two crossings. This crossing, this crossing, this crossing, this crossing, and those are the two over there. Okay, looks like everything is working. We got gates. All right. There's some mechanical bills kicking in. All right, go ahead and hop the train through. Alright, so looks like we did fix those lights. Let's turn around. Let's see if we fix the other side. As you can see, guys, look at that. We fixed it. You see the lights are all flashing on this side. Everything is working as intended. All these lights are flashing. This bell is ringing. This bell is not. This bell is ringing over here. And then we come over here. All lights and gate is down. These lights are flashing over here. And I believe these lights are now flashing over here. So I'm just waiting for the train. It's going by right now. Let me go ahead and slow it down. It's fine. We're just testing. As you can see, those lights are flashing. Gates are down. Everything's working as it should. Perfect. All right. We're good. Go ahead and stop the train. That would not be okay. Not good. All right. So that was a success. That worked out. Everything worked. Everything turned on. Let's go ahead and go down to this other train over here and let's get it going. So we're gonna come all the way down here to our trains. I'm gonna click once the train above. We'll use this SP train. So the Southern Pacific train is the next train we're gonna run. Okay. All right. So we're gonna come all the way back down here to our crossing. And what we're going to do is go ahead and move the SP train and let's get it down here to the other side of this crossing. So let's go ahead and take the lights. Let's go. Let's see if we can successfully do the same thing. Make sure track 8. So now what will be our focus here? What will be our focus here is to make sure channel 4, which is going to be these lights right here, these lights here, this crossing bell, this gate, these lights here, okay? And these lights right here work, of course, with channel, which is the main controller. Because, like I said, what I said back in Server, channel 1 is our traffic light. It's our intersection. The XT is working just fine. All the cars are doing the same. Right now, it's on the track lane screen phase. I don't know if the train's going to be down here in time. I think the track lane screen phase was on when we had the first train by. I'm not too sure about this guy coming down. Right now, it's about 14 an hour because we got a nice, pretty good gap. This is pretty long track. The tracks are pretty long. Make sure I have enough room to pack a lot of cars and stuff like that. But we're gonna be watching this train from back here, from track 1. And of course, once the crossings activate, gates go down, I'll train through. Then we'll come back. We'll go on the other side and make sure those lights are working as intended. But we can also just see from here and see if those lights are gonna work. So let me go ahead and back here, zoom out. There we go. Alright, so let's wait for this train to come down here. It's going 23. It should be down here shortly. If I speed it up more, I might speed it. Let's get it. hour so we can get down here quicker. So we can keep this on 40 minutes. So let's go ahead and turn on the bell. I already heard the thing get close. So let's go ahead and turn on the bell. Let's wait for the crossing to activate, and let's pay attention and see what happens. Head track lanes just ended, and it's now going back to space. Of course, this light has 2 track lanes. Okay, here we go. Gates. Alright, so as you can see, let me go ahead and honk this train through. Give me a second. Alright, so let's come over here. As you can see, guys, we have our lights flashing over here. Our gate is down. Our bell is ringing. On this side, we have our bell on. Our lights are flashing. And then we come down over here. All lights are flashing. Car crossing is gate is down. Our stoppers are working. We have cars right here. So it looks like this side is working as intended. So that's good. Good thing to see. Alright, so let's go ahead and let that train finish passing. And then we're going to test out the TRC track next. Now let's see how we do. Let's see if we need to adjust the TRC crossings. As you can see, those lights cut off first as the other gates still go up. So that's perfect. So track 8, let's stop the train. So track 8 works as intended. That's good. I don't see any mistakes. All lights were flashing. All gates were down. All lights were flashing. Everything is doing good there. So, and also this side was not flashing as it should. So that means we are good. So that means that test is done. Alrighty, so are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? We're about to do a TRC crossing now. So let's go ahead and let's go pick our train. Let's pick our track. And let's see how the TRC crosses do with ATLS. Okay, here we go. I picked the train. And now we're going to go ahead and see how it does with the, let's see how TRC does with the ATLS. Let's see what's going to happen. Is ATLS going to activate first and then TRC? Or will TRC activate first before ATLS? And I want you guys to pay attention because we're going to find out what track. You're going to find out what track I picked. Once the train gets down to speed, of course. So we'll go ahead and speed up, get down here quickly so we can do our testing here. And let's see what crossing I picked. Let's see what ATLS and TRC is going to do together. Are they going to go off at the same time? Are they going to go off separately? Are they going to make the main crossing go down first and then the TRC is going to go off after? Don't know. We'll find out here in just a few minutes. Takes about 2 minutes to get down. So, with the speed I have going, and I have it going pretty quickly through here. So let's see what we can do. Of course, the traffic lights are back on the track lane screen. I do have 2 track lane screens. If you saw when we did the controller, we set the traffic lights. I had 2 track lane screens in the controller. So. Alright, so let's go ahead and ring the bell. I hit the train. The train's getting close. Alright, let's see what track I picked. Alright, that's the main controller. ATLS. What TRC crossing did I pick? Let's see. There we go. That's the track I picked. As you can see, everything's working. So the TRC crossings work. I think we have a little bit of delay. As you can see, all the lights and crossings are working. Over here on the main controller, you see these lights are flashing over here. This gate is down as it should. Now, let me go ahead and slow the train. These lights are not flashing. These lights are flashing, and the back lights are not, because that's not where the train is on. The train is on this track here, which is a TRC crossing, a TRC crossing. You can hear the bells ringing and stuff like that. All right, let's go ahead and wait for the train to finish so we can see how long the delay is between the two. Alright, there goes TRC first to go up, and there's ATLS to go up after. So the gates are going up directly. I got that part right. Lights go off afterwards. Alright. So as you can see that I will probably have to readjust the TRC crossings maybe slightly. I don't know I don't remember what I set them to. I have to go back in the video that I recorded and see what them set them to. Um, Once we do that, I think we'll probably have it probably just shyly correct. So I think maybe 250, maybe 260 meters away. If I have it set to 200, I don't know how much I have it set to, but we'll find out here next time that we do this, man. Because my time is actually up, man. Yeah, we're we're 36 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it there, man. I do appreciate all of you guys for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please do that one favor, man, and hit that like button. It'll be most greatly and much appreciated. And if you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel already, I suggest you do so, man. We are also on Twitch. I am on Twitch every Friday night at 6 p.m. Central Daylight Time. We play golf, and I also started playing Supermarket Sim. I'm probably going to start a series of that on the YouTube channel here soon. And yeah, guys, I want to get to 3K before the end of 2024. So, guys, if you it'd be much appreciated if you can share this out. Whoever likes trains and trains and all that stuff, Trainz a New Era, Trainz 19. I'm hoping to get Train Simulator 22 sometime this year, so we can start getting some routes done on that. I can start pushing that content out as well for you guys. I would like to get all the trains and get this stuff out for you guys. I would like to have all the train games so I can go ahead and play everything, see what's new, see what's not, stuff like that. This trains it's been out since 2015, I believe. Do not quote me on that, but it's been out for a while, man. And I've been enjoying it. I hope you guys have too, man. But yeah, I do appreciate all you guys watching. Until next time, Dre'Jon Williams out. God bless.